guys. I just got my whole in-body test, that's what it's called, here at Complete Nutrition. Just to give me a little base of where to start, how to start, where I need to start, and where I am. I use this little machine, and it tells me everything. The person here is going to explain it in a second.
All right, so we have our weight here, and this is a breakdown of the dry lean mass, fat mass, and total body water. I wouldn't really worry about these too much, so I'm almost just going to cross these out. This, though, is a little bit low. Ideally, we'd want about 65% of your weight to be water. Right now, you're around 50 or a little bit under 50. So I would recommend 64 ounces of water a day for sure at the minimum. And then I'll show you what that's going to look like up at the counter. So it'll be easy to visualize. Then we have our breakdown here. This is our muscle analysis. Skeletal muscle mass, you have really good at 64. So that's a really good starting point. You're going to shed fat easier with that kind of muscle mass on you. And you have your body fat mass, which you see the pounds here. And ideally, like I said, we would want to bring this down. So we want this number to come down, and we want the weight to come down. And you'll probably maintain your muscle mass throughout losing weight. You might lose a little bit, but that should stay somewhere pretty similar. So we want to bring these two things down here. BMI, like I said, don't worry about this. This is a number we don't need to focus on. You have your percent body fat listed here. For your age group, I would suggest somewhere between 20 and 30 would be nice and healthy. The lower you drop, the leaner you're going to look. So it sort of depends on the look too. And this is an important one too. This is your line of symmetry. So if I would draw a line at the highest point here, which is your trunk, we can see how the weight's distributed. So we see the trunk weight is the highest right now. And like I said, ideally when you start shedding some pounds, this trunk weight is going to go down. And hopefully some of this stuff that goes down too. And we'll have an even line, so these things will all look symmetrical. So not that we want it all the way out at this point, but if we would bring all these out to that line, that's how we want to look. Just an evenly symmetrical body. And that's how we want our weight distributed. And you have your basal metabolic right here. So at 1,492 calories, that's what you need to take in just to function, just to, go through metabolism and basic life functions is what this is for. So if you eat 1,492 calories, that's just surviving and laying on the couch and not moving all day. So if you're working out, which I'm sure you're going to be, we need to increase this a little bit, and you can kind of play around with that. And depending on how many calories you're burning, I'd probably recommend starting with adding maybe like 700 calories to this as a total calorie per day start. And if you see some, if you see that you're gaining weight off that, drop some calories, and you can kind of tweak that a little bit. And make sure you're doing 4 to 6 meals a day. Very, very, very important. If you can't get the meals, that's when you want to take like a protein drink or something and get a replacement. These are obviously going to be high in protein, low in carbs, low in sugars. So it's going to be a really healthy way to get some of your calories put in when you don't have time to get this many meals a day. So that too is very important.
Our Complete Nutrition rep just got us to get some cleanses. He was very upset with us because we don't do multivitamins, or we haven't done a detox. So before we get started with any other supplement or protein powder or anything, we need to get that cleanse in our system and take out the toxins and whatnot, and get the multivitamin. So, and he threw in a couple of supplement things for us, just because he loved that, or because they had a thing going on. Well, we're leaving now. We're gonna show Eric next time. See ya. Bye, Eric. Thank you. All right, we're out.
Swinging your hips, just pull me down hard.